Hello, bring a trailer. Welcome to July 5th. This is my Techno Violet 1999 US specification M3. It's got a mulberry interior. It's got style 24 wheels, excuse me. I've owned this car about 5 years. The first 2.5, 3 years, I went crazy refreshing all the things that were important to me, which I'll try to tell you about. This car, I think it's rather special in the fact that it has never been painted anywhere. There aren't any fender benders or that sort of thing. The paint is 24 years old. There's chips and imperfections, little tiny scratches here and there. I mean, the car has always been in Washington State, so rust is not a thing here. The car is pretty darn nice. Everyone raise your hand that hates the stock wheel bolts that come on a German car of this vintage, so I hate those things. I've got snub nose wheel studs all the way around, and if you'll notice in the front here, they don't protrude quite as much as the rear studs. A little more poke with the rear, and I think it looks kind of cool. And the way that happened was sheer luck, because someone recommended I put 5mm spacers on the rear, 10mm on the front, so you end up with more stud protrusion as a result of that modification. While we're here, let me show you the window trick on the passenger side. Woo, they're dead. Did its little dance. Doors open and shut real nice. I sourced new OEM BMW European market glass headlights, not the depots. These are the ZKW blah 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 official glass headlights. The paint is original, as I said. This hood is, I mean, how do you describe it? It's got imperfections. There's a ding right there. There's my finger. This is borderline dent, but pretty big rock must have hit it at some point that was there when I bought it. There's various chips and dings, chips and scratches in the paint on the hood. There's one pretty bad one right there. There's my finger again so you can see it. Overall though, I mean, the paint is real nice on this car. Side windows, rear windows, a slight tint. This is a new windshield that I installed. Oh yeah. Pilkington. I'm the guy that replaces this cowl piece here. So that's fresh. That happened when I did the windshield. I'll demonstrate the window dance on the driver's side. There it goes. Close. Let's pop the hood. Take a look under there. Yeah. You'll notice the hood just flew open I'm the guy that replaces the strut support gizmos. Positive battery cable. I'm a little upset with myself because for 5 years it didn't have one. It was missing, so I just put a new one on there for you. You're welcome. Previous owner did some Dynan stuff. That's strut brace, of course. I installed the ECS tuning cooling fan delete, so fresh water pump, different thermostat, a different thermo switch so it kicks the AC fan on in place of instead of the main cooling fan. Seems to work very well. Temperature gauge never budges. This also has a Dynan cold air intake and subsequent ECU tuning software. I also got rid of the traction control gizmo, so there's none of that extra flappy thing getting in the way. I thought something was wrong with my alternator. It's got a new alternator, or a Bosch reman, actually. There's fresh hoses and things under there. There's fresh motor mounts on this car. I thought I had a problem with the brake booster, and you couldn't get an OEM one anymore, so I found one in Germany, and a friend of mine that commutes to Hamburg, they brought me a new old stock factory brake booster. And I also changed the brake master cylinder, and I put brake lines on it and new rotors, new pads, new wheel bearings, etc. I'll talk about that more. Let's go in the cab. Mulberry seats. When I got this car, the front seats, these are power Vaders, by the way, not heated, just power. When I got the car in 2018, the leather on the seats was a little tired, so I got new covers from a company called Otto Barry. I took the seats out and had the covers installed professionally. I mean, they look and feel absolutely fantastic. Those are new OEM BMW black floor mats instead of mulberry or gray. It's a new Mod 7 suede steering wheel. I did something so the airbag light isn't on. I'll think of it, what I did. Here's your business radio. Repeat after me, 41115. That's the code. Don't tell anyone. Let's fire this bad boy up. Low fuel light works. Brake warning light. Okay, so here's the first mod that I'm sure is going to draw some controversy. Left turn signal. Where are the arrows? Right turn signal. Okay. So when I put my Mod 7 wheel in, I also spaced the steering column down about 7/16 of an inch, so it's at a much better height. And I noticed the little arrow directionals for the turn signals. The steering wheel completely cuts it off. So here, I'll put the hazards on for you. So I found this thing, unused little section with the twin arrows. It must be for a European market car. And I wired it for the right turn signal. Hazards off, right turn signal. And then the fog light indicator is my left turn signal. So what that means is, on my car, I just never turn the fog lights off. There, the fog lights are off, Now they're on. They're always on my car, but you don't get an indicator for that. So yeah, I'm sure that's going to upset some people, but that's what I did. It is easily reversible. There you can see the low fuel light works. There's the high beam indicator. Now, since I do not have traction control, the little lit up M Sport logo doesn't come on with the traction control anymore since I took that system away. I was gonna make it flash for the high beam instead, but I had to stop somewhere. Radio, CD player, works like it's supposed to. This is the coldest air conditioning of any car I think I've ever had. I mean, it will just freeze you out of here instantly. I don't know why that is, but it works fantastic. All functions of the HVAC works. I don't have any pixels burned out in my trip computer somehow. They all work great. I'm rather proud of how my glove box door fits. With the light in there.